Hey there, it's Bobby Legs, and welcome to another episode of Bobby Legs Loves Watches. And today I will be reviewing the GUINAND HS100. The GUINAND HS100 was a limited edition release with only 100 pieces made. Now, why was that? Well, before I get into that and the rest of the review, please remember to like and subscribe and click that bell icon to get updates when I upload new videos. I love making these videos, and I hope you like them too. So let's get on with the review. The GUINAND HS100 was a limited release of 100 pieces celebrating the 100th birthday of Helmut Sinn. And, so why would GUINAND celebrate the 100th birthday of Helmut Sinn? And so if you want to know the answer to that, you have to know a little bit of history. GUINAND was sourced to make watches for Sinn back in the day, and after Helmut Sinn had retired and sold Sinn, he wanted to get back into the watch game, and so he brought GUINAND from Switzerland, which GUINAND was a Swiss brand, into Germany and started creating and producing watches. And so you'll see a lot of design cues between the chronographs here with the Sinn chronographs, and they make sense because they had Helmut Sinn in common. And this design here is based on a 70s design by Helmut Sinn. So let's jump right into the specs. We have a 40.6 millimeter case diameter, lug to lug of 48.4 millimeters, 15.8 millimeters case thickness. You do have a sapphire crystal domed here, anti-reflection coating on the inside, 20 millimeter lug with stainless steel polished case, very, very nicely done. Screw down and double sealed case back with sapphire crystal here, and showing off the ETA Valjoux 7750 automatic chronograph movement. It is a workhorse, 28,800 beats per hour, 40-hour power reserve. It's decorated. Obviously, you can see the rotor is decorated there. It's got blue screws. Anti-magnetic in accordance to DIN 8309, shockproof in accordance to DIN 8308. All these German brands, they love advertising that. Those are German standards. So 200 meter water resistance actually on this, and you do have the pushers here are protected by double O-ring seals. So you obviously have that protection. I wouldn't engage the chronograph in water and assume that I'm going to have 200 meter water resistance. If you're even going to go in the water with this watch, you probably won't, but it is nice to know. It is, like I said, a screw down crown here with the G right there for GUINAND. This watch is engraved 99 out of 100. Right there it is. And this was lent in by my buddy John, who is a friend and subscriber to the channel. And it's because of guys like John that I'm able to produce content on a regular basis. So thank you, John. And if you are interested in sending in watches, my email is in the description below. So let's look at the case. The case is this matte black dials matte black with these stark white registers, hour and minute hand, kind of like these plain stick type hands here, red seconds hand. These are loomed, the hands are loomed, and the pips here at the hour markers, they're loomed as well. GUINAND written in red at the 3 o'clock position. You have a 4 o'clock window date there. So let's engage this chronograph. As you can see, the top button, you push, you get it going, you stop it, and push it in for the snapback. Frictionless bezel, unidirectional pilot bezel. So, a lot of people worry about like the frictionless bezel. It's not click. So there's an unsubstantiated worry that the bezel will move. And it obviously moves a lot easier than a click bezel, but it's not that big of a deal. It is kind of like, it feels like there is tension there. It's not as easy as if you're going to knock the bezel into something and it's going to move. It depends, I guess, on how hard you knock, but it's really not a big worry. So let me give a little size comparison to another Guinand chronograph. This is the Series 40 Classique chronograph. This is my personal chronograph. And as you can see, a lot of similarities, especially with case shape. They both sit on wrist really, really well. There are some differences, a lot of differences as well, going with the dial, but that's, because it's different styles. And so you can see that the watch on my left is, almost a spitting image of the Sinn 103. But what's great about these watches is the price. I mean, compared to what Sinn is offering now, you can get these watches even sent from Germany and paying customs and shipping for hundreds and hundreds of dollars less than you would have to if you go through Sinn or any of their distributors here in the United States. And because these watches are fitted with movements like the Valjoux and some with the Solita, you don't have to send it back to Germany. You can go and get it fixed with a competent watchmaker of your choosing. Let's throw this on wrist. And, a lot of people are going to get scared off by the 15 or over 15 millimeter case thickness. And look, it's a chronograph. I mean, you're not going to wear it with a suit, I don't think, right? But I have a 6 3/4 inch wrist, and this watch fits really, really well. Yes, it pops up, and yes, it's tall, but it's a chronograph. It's a chronograph with a Valjoux in it. This is not going to be your dress watch or your everyday watch, but it is a fantastic, well-built watch. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this watch and Guinand. I'd love to hear your comments. Please put them below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.